Hello everyone and welcome to Backcountry Gear Shed. In this video we'll be taking a look at the BPS Knives HK5. As you can see, this package got a little banged up by the Postal Service, but this is the first time I will have this knife out of the box. Comes with the dangle sheath in black. Looks very nice. I really like these dangle sheaths. Most of my BPS knives come with a dangle sheath very much like this one. And a couple of them don't have the dangle sheath, and I do kind of miss it when I use those. The dangle is just so comfortable. For one, giving you more flexibility if you're going to sit in a vehicle or in a seated position. But also I notice when I use the ones that are directly attached to my belt, it's just tends to get kind of hung up on my clothes. I don't always have my shirt tucked in, or I might have an overshirt. And the dangle accommodates that much better. Here, so they had everything kind of bundled together there, wrapped up. A QR code you can scan if you like. And they included a sticker for me, that's nice. BPS Knives napkin. They tend to include these in their carbon steel offerings. And you'll see why in a moment. The oily blade. On the product listing, it said they oil these with gun oil prior to shipping them out and recommend cleaning them when you take them out of the package. Very sharp. This is at least as sharp as my BPS Adventurer was when it was new. This is a Scandi grind. Overall length of this knife is 9.9 inches. Blade length is 5.1 inches. Blade width is 1.2 inches. Blade thickness is 0.11 inches. This fits my hands pretty well. I wasn't sure how I would like the finger grooves in this handle. And my initial impression looking at this on the web was that it looked to me like an Adventurer with finger grooves on the handle. And I'm curious to see if that... Let's take a look, comparing it with the Adventurer. It's a similar blade profile, but with some subtle differences. But overall, I think my assessment was probably fair, that it's similar to an Adventurer with finger grooves. This knife is currently priced at $34.99 on Amazon. It's been pretty popular. It's got a lot of reviews with an average review of 4.7 stars. So it's been well received. I can see why. It looks very good. It looks probably even a little nicer than some of the other BPS knives that I own. The finish is very good on this knife. I'd actually read a review prior to receiving this where someone said it was rough in here. They were going to take their scales off and sand them down. This one is definitely not. This one definitely doesn't have that issue. It really does feel quite good. I think for a lot of people it will come down to whether they can live with the finger grooves, if this knife will be a good fit for them, or some may even want the finger grooves. But I think more commonly what I see is people that are a little apprehensive about the finger grooves and whether or not they'll fit their hands properly, and I can definitely relate. And for me, the BPS Adventurer fits my hand very well. I don't need any finger grooves to feel like I've got a good grip on this knife. This is kind of my go-to knife that I put on my belt when I'm heading out in the woods at this point, and it'll probably stay that way, but I'll give this one a try. It is amazingly sharp. They do a great job on these blades all around, and just the sharpness out of the box is pretty impeccable. This is a 1066 carbon steel blade. Checking the fit in the sheath. Feels very good. Fits the sheath well. And as I said, I really like these sheaths. Can't say enough good about them. Since the blade profile is very similar, I imagine I could swap this into my Adventurer sheath with ferro rod. Yeah, that fits that sheath very well also. So if I ever wanted to, I could change it up. If I wanted to have my ferro rod attachment sheath with me. But it's also nice to have this black sheath with the more streamlined look without the ferro rod attachment. That basically concludes this video. If you haven't already done so, I would greatly appreciate if you subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.